Vin Diesel just dropped a bombshell for Fast and Furious fans. And it's the kind that could bring tears, cheers, and gas pedal goosebumps. He wants Paul Walker's iconic character, Brian O'Connor, back for the franchise finale. That's right. Over a decade after Paul's heartbreaking passing, Diesel is making it clear. There's no Fast and Furious without Brian. Like, share, comment your thoughts, and hit subscribe if you're ready to ride or die one last time. Vin Diesel isn't letting go of the past, and fans couldn't be more grateful. As the Fast and Furious franchise approaches its epic 11th installment, the 57-year-old star is setting the tone for the finale with one powerful, emotional condition: bring back Brian O'Connor. During an appearance at Cody Walker's FuelFest, an annual automotive festival that benefits Paul Walker's charity Reach Out Worldwide, Diesel opened up about what it's going to take to close the book on Fast and Furious. On June 29th, standing before a crowd of fans and gearheads, Diesel revealed 3 key things that had to happen for him to return for the grand finale. The first, he said, is to bring the franchise back to LA. That's right, back to the streets where it all started. Before the global heists, submarine chases, and spacebound muscle cars, it was about midnight drag races, tuna sandwiches with no crust, and family, the kind that runs deeper than blood. The second thing was to return to the car culture, to the street racing. Diesel knows what made Fast and Furious iconic wasn't just the action, it was the scene. The glow of neon under streetlights, the roar of engines, and the adrenaline that pulsed through every underground race. He wants to recapture that original energy, and fans are here for it. But it was the third condition that hit hardest. The third thing was reuniting Dom and Brian O'Connor, Diesel declared. That is what you're going to get in the finale. You heard that right. After Paul Walker's tragic death in a car accident back in 2013, many assumed that Brian O'Connor's story was finished. But Diesel has other plans. Walker, who died at the age of 40 while filming Fast and Furious 7, left behind a legacy that went beyond the screen. Fans remember the emotional send-off. That final scene where Brian drives off into the sunset, created using a mix of VFX and the help of Paul's brothers, Cody and Caleb Walker. It was beautiful. It was perfect. But Diesel believes there's more story to tell. After starring in 3 more films since Walker's death, Diesel said he started pushing for Brian's return following an outpouring of messages from fans. He was listening, and he took it to heart. Listening to my fan base, he said simply, but it's more than fan service. Diesel and Walker weren't just co-stars. They were family. On what would have been Paul Walker's 50th birthday in September 2023, Diesel took to Instagram with a deeply personal tribute. A decade, 10 long years, and yet it feels like yesterday when we were singing Happy Birthday to You for the Big 40, Diesel wrote. The world isn't the same, brother. As a species, one might say we are struggling, but I think of you, and I smile and know everything is going to be all right. It was a raw, heartfelt post, the kind that reminds fans why Diesel is so determined to bring Brian back. This isn't just a movie. This is closure, a tribute, a promise. Diesel continued by reflecting on a trip the two of them took to Haiti in 2010. It wasn't for press. It wasn't for promotion. It was just Paul being Paul, helping people in need after a devastating earthquake rocked the country. So as much as I would like to think we would be cutting cake and singing Happy Birthday for the Big 50, Diesel wrote, we probably wouldn't, 'cause you would be in Maui or Morocco or anywhere in this planet where people were in need. That's the Paul Walker fans remember. The off-screen hero who started a charity to help disaster-stricken areas long before it was trending. The quiet force who made everyone around him better. That's the Brian O'Connor Diesel wants to bring back. Not just for the fans, but for the legacy. I miss you, I love you, and I will continue to honor the beautiful soul you are. As for Fast and Furious 11, the final ride is set to hit theaters in April 2027. While plot details are tightly under wraps, Diesel's comments suggest a return to form. And maybe, just maybe, one more ride with Brian. Whether it's through CGI, flashbacks, or the creative involvement of Cody and Caleb Walker once again, Universal seems open to honoring Paul's legacy in a respectful, emotionally powerful way. And fans are already sounding off online. "He has to be in the finale," wrote one user on X. "Not gonna lie, if Brian shows up in the last 10 minutes, I'm gonna cry in the theater," said another. From the very beginning, the franchise has been about family, and Paul Walker was at the heart of that family.